everybody, and welcome back to the Blu-ray Hunter. I'm the Blu-ray Hunter, Jonathan Moody, and here's another Blu-ray Hunter reviews. Sorry it took so long. I was supposed to do this last week. In fact, I watched the movie last week, and then I just forgot to do the whole thing. So this is actually very last minute. This is going up tomorrow, which will be today when you get it. So we're going to be talking about the Thomas Crown Affair, and this is the original Thomas Crown Affair, starring the amazing Steve McQueen and Faye Dunaway. Steve McQueen was a big star back in the day. Some people like, I feel like a lot of people in uh normal day stuff don't remember a lot of these names like Steve McQueen or even Faye Dunaway. And it's sad to me. Like, I feel like people's education on film is very sad. Like, they just don't, it's just not where it, should be. And so my hope is that soon enough that people start getting educated more on the classics. Um, Now, I'm a millennial, which means that back in the day, I really did not like old films. I really didn't. It was that time period that I was at, or higher, sometimes lower. Like sometimes movies that are made in like 80s and 70s, of course, like Jaws and a few exceptions or whatever, I would watch. But really, I was more into what was hit that time period. So I believe that kids, especially, that's how they are. They're kind of viewed like they kind of view it as I need to, I want to watch what's now. I like color films. I don't like black and white films. This was not a I'm not sure if this was colorized. I've seen some pictures, some black and white pictures, so I'm not sure. This was filmed in 1960 something, 1968, and it was wonderful. The only problems that I had with the movie, number one was the boxes. And you see that throughout the whole movie. I don't want to say it's a gimmick, but it's something. It's a style that Norman Jewison, the director, put into the movie. It's a style that I wasn't really fond of, and it just kind of annoyed me. And it was getting up to, like, it was a week before my birthday that I watched this, so I was hanging out with my dad, and we decided to watch this because he had never seen it, and that bothered both of us. Now, didn't bother both of us to turn it off or not want to review it or whatever, but it definitely bothered me enough where I was just like, ugh. Now this scene where they are playing chess, that's probably my favorite scene. That's also a scene that I feel like should have been cut down severely. I feel like some of Norman Jewison's choices were great, but they went on just a little bit too long. And I the boxes just annoyed me because then they kept popping up and everything. If you haven't seen the movie, when they are uh throughout the whole movie, they'll show different scenes that are happening basically at the same time. So they put up all these different boxes of these different stuff happening. It's very stylistic and cool for like one time, like when they show the heist. Like that would have been fine. I would have been like, okay, that was a cool choice. I would have been okay with it. But it goes, I mean, for other heists, other stuff, it just kind of bothers me after a while. I'm just like, oh no, the boxes are back. I don't know if anybody else ever felt that way. I'm probably one of the only people who felt that way. Because I see a lot of reviews in like Letterbox, and a lot of people love the boxes. They love that stuff. They thought it was really cool and inventive and neat and not annoying like I did. So I don't know. But all in all, I thought it was a very well done movie. I was very happy with it. I thought it was very it had humor when it should have humor. It had romance, it had intrigue, it had double cross and all these other things that just made it a fun movie. And throughout the whole thing, you're just like, you kind of hope he makes it. Even though he's doing these nasty things like, robbing people and robbing banks and everything like that. And like it seemed like he didn't really need to. Like he seemed like he had money. He just didn't have that much money, but like he had money. He didn't need to do this stuff. So he kind of had this like Ocean's 11 type vibe, except it's more about him. It's more about Steve McQueen's character, and then it's about the cop and the investigators that are trying to solve the mystery and stuff. So, all in all, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was very fun. It was a movie I'd watch again. I just probably know that like the boxes are there and just be aware, that that's probably gonna bother me a little bit. Maybe it won't on the second viewing. I don't know. It just really did that time. I just kept going, oh, like I don't want to see that. But aside from that, like all the characters, all the side characters, how the how the investigators started kind of going around the case, like they basically kidnapped the guy's uh car and then his like kid, and then it turned out to be the investigators who were just basically trying to bust him for it, this guy for it and everything. It was just really well done. I enjoyed it. I thought it was very intriguing. I didn't know the story. I didn't know anything going in. Went in blind and was very very happy. Like all of that was just so interesting, and I don't know a lot of stuff on Norman Jewison. I know the name, but I don't know if I've watched a lot of his movies or not. I probably have and just didn't know it. And so I didn't really look him up before this and stuff, but I do want to look him up and see if maybe there's some more movies that he's done that I may not have watched and that I should probably see. But aside from that, I'm really, really super excited. I can't wait to see what you guys have to say about this. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. It's a little mini review. I mean, I don't want to go into it where I tell too much about it and kind of spoil anything. We may do it for Film Freaks at some point. I'm not sure. It would probably be by me because I don't think this is on Paul's list. Maybe it is. I don't know. But it is not, it's a movie I was very surprised. Now, one of the things you're going to see this year is I do want to watch a bunch of the Steve McQueen movies. So my plan originally was to do like every the first Monday of every month do a Steve McQueen movie for the first four and do four of them first 4 months. But then I chose that I'm just gonna do them whenever. Like I'm just gonna do if I feel like because I'm gonna have a list of movies and I'm gonna feel like if I want to do it, at a certain time I'll do it. I'm not gonna have a I don't want to have a pattern and have a thing because then I have to stick to that. Because what if I find a movie that I want to review that's not on that list? Then I'm gonna have to. It's gonna interrupt the whole thing. So I'm glad I have a list of movies that I already want to do this year, and I want to watch this year. I'm gonna definitely want to watch movies that I haven't seen yet that I've been dying to watch and then review. Because I even got some movies that didn't seem like Paul wants to do for like Film Freaks or something that I may just do for this, just to talk about them. Some Arrow movies and Kino movies and some Criterions that I'm probably never going to do for Criterion Watch because there's so many movies that we're going to do for Criterion Watch. So it's just one of those things. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this and I'll talk to you later. Bye.